Hello YouTube, it's Peter Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video I thought I'd give you my thoughts on the Call of Duty's newest beta for Modern Warfare. So that's what exactly I will do in today's video. I wanted to leave it to the second weekend, the crossplay weekend, as I didn't want to miss out on any new features of the beta. If I did this review last weekend I wouldn't have got to add a couple of new opinions on a couple of the new features. So that being said, if there is new features from now at the time of recording this video to the beta finishing, I will put a comment down below in the description saying what my thoughts are for any new features that may come out in that time. But with that being said, let's jump into my thoughts on the Call of Duty's new Modern Warfare beta. So the new Modern Warfare beta has 2 weekends. First weekend was specifically for PS4 fans, and now the second weekend has added a crossplay element to it. Haven't actually came across any Xbox or PC players yet, so we don't know how that will balance out and whether it will be noticeable in game whether you're viewing Xbox and PC players. I just hope it's a fair fight when it comes to people that are using mouse and keyboard over people that are using the traditional controller. So that being said, it's very refreshing to get a brand new experience with new maps and modes. The general look and feel feels a mix between Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield, with the new bigger player game modes such as Ground War, 32v32. We'll get into that further in the video. So the first sort of mode they sort of introduced was the 2v2 alpha. This was initially before beta release. 2v2 alpha was really good as it reminded me a lot of Modern Warfare face-off maps. 2v2 small maps, very quick games, so you knew where the enemy was. Very fun with friends, or just fun just to get a couple of really good kills. So next up we've got the cyber attack. Now this was a mix between search and destroy and search and rescue from Call of Duty Ghosts. So basically you have 2 teams of 6, plant the EMP at the enemy base. You can also kill enemies, but in this game mode enemies can also get revived, so you can use that strategically to try and win the game, or first team to eliminate all enemy players or plant the bomb wins the round. First to 6 in the beta. We don't know what the score will be in the final game, but it's first to 6 and then you win. The next new mode was the night vision goggle mode, or night vision goggle. It adds a completely new take on the traditional Call of Duty multiplayer experience. All the maps are now in total darkness and you really have to rely on teammates over the might, as you will get picked off very quickly if you are not taking advantage of the darkness. So in this game mode I did camp a lot because I wanted to use this map and game mode strategically. So I got a chopper gunner just by camping. Yes, I'm sad to admit I did camp for a chopper gunner because that is what you have to do, because if you run about you will get picked off, but you can see the light of where the enemy is coming from. But yeah, it's a really cool fun new mode at this stage, but whether there's going to be longevity in these new modes that I'm going to be discussing, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it was really fun sort of new experience, which adds even more to the Call of Duty game mode that they haven't done previously. Next up we had the Ground War mode, 32v32. So it's recently been added at the time of recording this video. I was reluctant because I wasn't sure how Call of Duty would handle the connection issues, frame rates, and the new sort of mode with vehicles in it. So it was a really good fun addition I think so far, but I have had a lot of issues connecting to the mode, or I've been in the game and it's bugged out, so that which isn't so good. I hope they do fix that in time for launch, as I think this has a lot of potential to become a really fun new exciting mode which they've clearly ripped from Battlefield Conquest mode. This is basically very similar if not identical to that mode, so I can see why they've done that. As the current issue with Battlefield 5 not going to plan, they've pounced on that and added a new mode of their own, which probably will bring the new Battlefield players into the Call of Duty game for the first time potentially. So it's really fun, addictive gameplay at the moment. I am getting picked off by a lot of snipers randomly camping, and also the new vehicles which have added, the heli, the ATV and tanks so far are really fun and easy to use. Feels much similar to the Battle Royale mode in Black Ops 4 in terms of using the vehicles, so it's really fun and exciting new mode for Call of Duty experience that we haven't seen before. But as I say, longevity, we don't know how long this will last. They will probably add new maps and to this new game mode, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up we have a good variety and abundance of weapons and perks. A lot of good old perks and weapons returning from previous games in the Modern Warfare series, such as AK-47, M4A1, P90, which we can't use in the beta yet, and there's also a really cool new perk that has been added called Kill Chain. So this makes all kill streaks stackable. So like if you were playing like Modern Warfare 2 for example, you got 5 kills with the Predator missile, you got another 2 kills with the Harrier giving you 7, and then another few more kills for the chopper gunner. That basically makes your kill streaks stackable, so it's really fun and exciting. Really cool new perk. They've also got this classics such as Cold Blooded and Scavenger returning as well, which is really cool, but you will have to decide between Kill Chain and Cold Blooded for the perk 2 slot. I'll have to wait and see how that turns out, but yeah, really good to see perks and weapons. And also for the weapons, each weapon included in the gunsmith now has the ability for 5 attachments, each with their own pros and cons. So you've got optics, you've got your red dot sights, you've got extra magazines, ammunition, stock, etc. All like bipods and everything like that, tripods. And yeah, so each attachment gives you pros and cons of using it. So for example, for your red dot, you look down sights quicker, but your overall movement is slower, or what have you. So yeah, next thing we've got call signs and emblems. Really good to see these returning, as try to go for that call sign or cool new emblem. Previous cards gave you that really reason to play, to go through all that grinding to get the awesome emblem. Now the one that I really wanted was getting 1,000 kills in Modern Warfare 2 with the AC-130. This gave you the Call of Duty 4 Prestige 10 spinning gold emblem, which looked absolutely incredible. Fortunately, I wasn't able to get it back then, so if they were to remaster Modern Warfare 2, which there was talk of ages ago, but that didn't really come to fruition, I might be able to jump back on and get that eventually. So now we have operators. Now these are the new ways to customize your character. There isn't much said about prestige mode yet, but I will go into that later in the video. So operators give you the ability to customize your weapons to look like different types of class. So you might have armies, you might have the sort of traditional sort of militia type group, and lots of other factions that will be found in the Modern Warfare campaign probably. So rank prestige leaderboard. So currently the level cap 20, but there is room to go to 30 here in the beta. There's currently no leaderboards or prestige mode in the beta, but there was talk of Activision changing up the prestige mode from previous games. Now my old saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a very common saying, and this hopefully will be ring true for this game. I hope they don't touch the prestige mode too much, as the traditional prestige mode was a good fun addition in every Call of Duty to see what level you were, and it spurred you on to getting that next level and that next new prestige emblem. So hopefully don't muck around with it too much or get rid of it entirely, but we'll have to wait and see with that. And also leaderboards, I want to see the good old classic leaderboards for score, wins and losses, accuracy, etc. coming back, because at the moment in Black Ops 4 they've only got leaderboards for friends, so you can only compare your stats with friends, but the whole excitement and drive and determination that kept you playing was trying to get the top score or the top number of wins, or having fantastic accuracy with players all around the world. That gave you the momentum to keep going when the game got stale and very boring. But and that being said, that is my sort of initial thoughts on the beta so far. It's really fun, really refreshing to play new maps and modes, but whether there's going to be longevity in these modes going forward, we'll have to wait and see. But my dislikes there, and there are a couple. The main one which I mentioned previously, or that I hinted at previously in the last video, was the minimap. And initially the beta launched with no minimap, and that was really bad in my opinion. It really is a staple in the Call of Duty franchise, having the minimap. So they added a minimap per se, which gave you and showed you the boundaries of each map, and also where your teammates were. Now you could see your teammates through walls before they added the multiplayer minimap, but this minimap currently doesn't show enemy gunfire, and that's what made the minimap from previous Call of Duties a staple in my eyes, because in previous games if you had a silencer you were removed, or enemy gunfire wasn't seen on the map, whereas if you didn't use a silencer people could see where you were. But in this game you can shoot willy-nilly and people can't see you even though you don't have a silencer on. So I really hope they change it, go back to what it was before in the final game. Also dislikes when you get shot, the screen goes black, and when the screen is in black, it doesn't last very long, but you can't see any sort of grenade indicators when the screen is black, so you can die from grenades. And this has happened from a lot of different angles on different occasions in the game so far. And also when you're aiming down sight near cover, you lock on to certain pieces of cover, which can be really off-putting and annoying, and it screws your gun up quite a lot, and you can die a lot. I have died a lot when that happens, so I need to turn that off. And I think that's everything. So it's a really positive, refreshing game so far. The longevity of these new modes we'll have to wait and see, and also this is before they add microtransactions maybe a month further down the line, which will probably ruin the game, because you probably will be able to get weapons and different items from the loot boxes, so that will ruin the game then. But I really am looking forward to playing Spec Ops and also really getting to grips with the really nitty-gritty, realistic single-player campaign, as the campaigns from previous Call of Duty games is what makes these games absolutely fantastic. And hopefully this game will be an all-round fantastic game, fantastic single-player game. I'm hoping Spec Ops and a really good and fun multiplayer, hoping the microtransactions don't add too much of a bad impression on this game, as I think this game has a lot of potential. But always Activision being Activision, they'll will have to ruin it somehow with putting weapons in these loot boxes. But anyway, that has been said. That has been my review on first impressions of this Modern Warfare beta. As always, always, let me know if you've been playing it down below, or what your thoughts are of the beta, and whether you'll be picking up the game at launch or further down the line. As always, that has been today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I've been PS3 Gaming Scotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed, guys. Bye bye.